Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to talk about this movie. I feel very impacted by it. It was by far my favorite movie of 2019. You guys are saying, what? You liked it more than Endgame? So I will just say I love Marvel, but I am just more of a fan of movies that you can take home with you. And that means that they're not just a big blockbuster. Of course, Endgame was incredible, and I'm not comparing these in any way. But this was my favorite movie of 2019, and it was just literally based on the fact that it was a character study. Like, they went deep into who the Joker was and is. And so I will say right off the top that I do not want to compare Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix. I think that they are incredible actors both. I believe that they each did a movie for their time. What do you mean by that? I mean that right now, as a nation in the United States, we're going through a lot of the mass shootings, lot to do with mental illness is what comes up a lot. And for our time currently, I think this film touches on mental illness in such a strong way where it starts. Does it start somewhere? Like, just that whole thing of mental illness. I love it. And I feel like Heath Ledger did a perfect movie for his time, which was not too long ago, where we were dealing with terrorism as a nation. So I feel like they both did an incredible job dealing with kind of what's happening right now, like in their present days. So I just want to say that. So let's get into the movie, because I loved this movie. I think it's a movie that you can just take it home, because when I finished watching it the first time with my dad, we literally got in the car and talked about it for a long time. Same thing happened when I went to see it a second time with my friend. We had this very deep conversation about what we had just seen. It becomes so intimate that you feel like you're in there with the character. And to me, that is what a true talented actor can do, can just draw you into their world and make you feel everything that they're feeling. You almost feel like you're almost rooting for him as the movie goes on, because it's like a slow burn, but then it develops and develops, and I don't want to spoil anything, but then you kind of feel like, no, I don't think I can support him anymore. You feel that way. It's such a good movie. It takes place in 1981, and so all the cinematography was beautiful. The director did a phenomenal job. I do want to say that I do not think it was political in any way. If you actually watch the movie there, and this is just a very tiny little spoiler, but basically the Joker says, listen, I'm not political at all. This isn't for politics. And I think that kind of covers the whole movie, that they're not trying to push either side. It's not right, it's not left. We're just watching mental illness. And so I thought that was super cool. I know that Joaquin Phoenix got to really look at people who take those medications that he takes in the movie. So he really got to really get into character, which was super cool. I've seen Joaquin Phoenix in several films, but this movie moved me. It was amazing. I think we need to have more discussions about this. I think the general thing that I took out of the movie, and I think that you will too when you watch it, is that we need to be kind. And it's such a stupid thing, like, oh, be kind. I don't know why it makes me emotional. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm an emotional woman. But just being kind to someone. I'm not trying to cry. Why am I crying? I don't know. It's such a important thing. You don't know. Sorry guys, you don't know what someone's going through. You really don't. And so I'm sorry, I think I'm crying because I've met someone in the past that was going through a lot, and I felt like, so sorry guys, did not mean to cry. I just felt like he was really misunderstood, and I felt like he was being bullied. And I think bullying happens so much. I mean, you think that it doesn't. It happens so much. I was a teacher for 4 years, or 3 to 4 years. I can't even remember right now. So I've definitely seen it firsthand. And I think that's why I get so emotional about it, because you just need to be nice, to better things, that don't want to cry no more. Just remember to be kind, guys. You really don't know what someone's been through or going through, or you just don't know. You just don't. And we're not ones to judge, you know? We're really not. So take it from a teacher. So anyways, guys, I want to talk about also the comic book part of it. DC, I've honestly never been a big fan of DC, and I'm so sorry to all the DC people. They're gonna be like, oh my god, we don't like you no more. How could you be a Marvel fan? But I do love Marvel, solely based on the fact that I absolutely love Spider-Man. I've always loved Spider-Man, and we're not gonna have a discussion about that because this is not about that. But so I'm not super familiar with the DC comics, but I will say everyone knows the Joker, and you know that he lives in chaos, he thrives in chaos, and it was just very cool for someone to kind of do a deep character study on why someone becomes bad. Because again, what I said earlier, I don't think anyone is just born just super evil and horrible. I think a lot of factors come in. Again, I'm not a psychologist, I can't really go into everything, but I do think no one's just inherently bad, you know? I just don't think so. So that was a really cool take on the movie. I loved it. Joaquin Phoenix killed it. The director did an amazing job. Again, the cinematography was beautiful. It is a slow burn. I will say for you to watch out for two things if you have not seen the movie, which is, you know, I want you guys to see the movie. It's really worth watching, honestly, truthfully, it really is. So two things to watch for are the Joker's laughs. They are different. There's a couple different ones. And just watch his laughs as the movie progresses. That's something to pay attention to. And then the second thing is the way that he walks. So the way that he walks as the movie progresses, I don't want to spoil it, but just watch the way that he walks as the movie goes. It's kind of cool to watch. And Joaquin Phoenix is literally brilliant. I mean, you could make him act like literally anything and he'll kill it. So it was insane. I loved it. I think we see the Joker as a very broken man, and that's a different take that the Joker that I know the Heath Ledger one was obviously, we saw his backstory too. One more thing I will say though, the director said this, Todd, he said that this might not be the Joker that we know from the comic books or even from Dark Knight. This might not be, or not from Dark Knight, just all the Jokers, because there's many Joker movies. But it might not be the one that we know of. It could be like Joaquin Phoenix inspired the Joker that we know from the comic books and stuff, which was cool, but he leaves it very ambiguous. Like, he wants us to figure that out. So that's not a spoiler at all. It's just something to kind of, when you're watching the movie, you just kind of think like, is this the Joker or is this the person who inspired the Joker? We don't really know, and the movie doesn't really tell us. I will say the ending is insanity. Definitely my favorite part of the movie. And again, it's a slow burn, and again, I'll say it the last time, guys, again, I'm not getting emotional. I already kind of cried in this video, sorry. Be nice, be kind. It seems like such a simple thing, but your words hurt, your actions, just don't bully people. It's literally like, when I was a teacher, that was something that they told us in training, and all the time they were just putting in our mind, watch for bullying, because it is insane how much bullying there's in schools. It blows your mind. It really does. And so the movie Joker is not about school bullying. I'm just throwing that in there. Just be kind, guys. Be nice. So yeah, watch this movie. If I could give it a rating, I would literally give it like, let's see. I would give it like a 4 out of 5, which is extremely high, super high. I loved the movie. It was amazing. It's just a little slower. Absolutely loved it. Joaquin Phoenix killed it. The director killed it. Amazing job. Loved it. Disclaimer, before I finish, I just want to say the reason I gave it a 4 out of 5 is because for me, you know, level 5 would be like the Star Wars movies, the Lord of the Rings movies, Avatar, The Blue People. I mean, that kind of level, for me, that's a 5, you know, because those are like my absolute favorite movies. Inception is a 5. Shutter Island is a 5. Interstellar is a 5. It just has a little bit more complexity, but this is a 4 out of 5. That's really high for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you watch the Joker movie. And make sure you hit like, subscribe, and hit that bell button so you can get notified when I do another video. I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys!